here we are in Vegas. This is Birkenhead Priory.
Certainly not the most interesting Vegas I've ever seen.
Well, you've never been to Las Vegas?
No.
This is Birkenhead Priory, which was established as a Benedictine monastery in the 1150s and is one of the oldest standing buildings in Merseyside.
Hey, I'm happy.
Ollie, where are we?
Birkenhead Priory.
Birkenhead Priory, that's right. What is Birkenhead Priory?
I have no idea.
It's an old Benedictine monastery, so where monks used to live. Monks? Monks are clergymen. They are religious. They're Christian religious people.
What does religious mean?
So religion is believing in God. Oh.
Why does fall so slippy?
Because it is. What's in here?
Forgot what? I forgot.
Ah, the monks must have been very short.
I must have been very short.
Uh-oh.
Probably did that to keep away the Vikings or something.
Well, the Wirral was invaded. This was built in 1150. Vikings would have been out of the Wirral by then.
Still. Vikings were like...
Well, okay, yeah, Normans were technically Vikings, yes.
Yeah, but they were like 7 feet tall.
No, the Vikings weren't 7 feet tall.
Look.
What's in here, Ollie? Oh.
Look, even the world is
You know what that is, Josh? it's the very middle of Birkenhead Priory. It's the dead centre.
Let's go. Back here.
This area is really, really popular. And why is it really popular, Josh?
I don't know.
It's really popular because people are dying to get in here.
They're dying.
Family graves, aren't they?
1929.
Have you found any?
Don't stand on top of it.
I'm not standing on top of it.
I'm trying to find the oldest one. They're not from anybody here. Wait, what are that?
This is the chapter house that was built around 1150 as a meeting place for the monks. After the dissolution of the monasteries, it was adapted for use as a chapel, functioning as a place of worship until the opening of St Mary's Church in 1821. Following on from the closure and demolition of the church in the 1970s, this chapter house once again became a place of worship. It's the prison, it's the ghost prison! Zombie prison!
I think this one must have... This person here must have been quite...
Alexander Steele.
I mean, it's quite...
He was a soldier. He was of the 15th Light Company, died in 1830 at age 37. So he probably fought in the and probably in the Napoleonic Wars as well. He might have even fought at Waterloo if he was 1830 to 15 years, 22. He would have been at the Battle of Waterloo. So there's every chance he was at Waterloo.
Was the Crimean War 1850?
Yeah, I think the Crimean War was a bit later than this. So this grave's been amended. You can see the beloved wife of Captain James Hookley RN, right? So that's from the Royal Navy.
Yeah.
Now you look at the captain, it's different to the rest of the stone. So I think that when she died, he wasn't a captain at that stage, and then he got promoted to captain later, which is why they've added a new bit of stone in there to say that he's a captain. Mm. That makes sense, doesn't it? Mm. So this here is St Mary's Tower. This is the tallest part of the priory. and we can climb 101 steps to the top. So a lot of this building would have been taken down after the disillusionment of the monasteries under Henry VIII.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Oh my god!
Because you count from 0?
Yeah, you did count from 0, Ols.
Whoa!
What? And we love a theme park at Munchy Road, Hippopotamus, and we definitely think this should be turned into a shot tower! Ollie has gone inside that tower.
I see beds and mattresses in the window, so I think it's
The bell, dong, dong. So each of these plaques is commemorative to someone who died on the HMS Thetis, which is a submarine that was lost during sea trials out in Liverpool Bay on the 1st of June 1939, just before the Second World War. 99 people on board died out of a crew of 103, so only 4 people survived from that horrible, horrible disaster. Yeah. This is a restoration of the mizzen mast, which is one of the masts that hold the sail up on the HMS Conway. The HMS Conway was a sailing vessel that was built in 1859, so this was the top mizzen mast from it. So those plaques that commemorate the people who died in the HMS Thetis disaster go all the way right to the very top of St Mary's Tower. So here we are at Birkenhead Priory. You can see the St Mary's Tower in the background there. This priory was built in 1150-ish. So this here shows you this Birkenhead Priory. So originally it was where the monks used to ferry people across the river over to Liverpool. And then there's the HMS Conway, and then there's the modern day Mersey Ferry. Oh. There's dinosaur footprints in here.
Kira means hand, and Therio means beast. So it's a hand beast. That's what beast. And it's 243 million years old. Okay. And it was the reason, and the reason it was called a hand beast is because if you look on this hand here, you'll see it's got 4 fingers and a thumb. Like us, just like us. It's got 4 fingers and a thumb, which is really unusual in dinosaurs. And they believe the reason it grew thumbs was because it was so much.
These are actual dinosaur handprints and footprints. There's a baby one and a mommy one. Wow.
We found a huge
Oh yeah, so this is this is what it would have looked like before Henry VIII decided that There will be no more Catholicism. Did you know they had giant monks back then, though, Josh?
What?
Did you know they had giant monks back then? These would have been keys, medieval door keys that they would have used to open and close the priory up. The monks would have used those. What are you showing me? Ah. Who is he? Is he a monk?
Robert.
Is he a medieval monk?
Imagine him like
Daddy,
What's he
he's
doing?
not real.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that he wasn't real, though. What do you think he's doing? Do you think he's making?
soup.
I was going to say he was making potions, medicine.
I say he's going.
I'm scared of what he's cooking.
He's cooking heads. He's boiling human heads. Ollie, these are from the Civil War.
Green glass.
What's the song go like?
So during the Civil War, Royalist troops were garrisoned here in the Priory.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Means this was their base of operations in this area.
Hey guys.
Greyhounds. The tusk of a boar. Pigs were kept in the Priory farm.
Is it?
Ah, look. Mason's marks. I thought they were runes.
Edward I stayed at the Priory twice. King Edward.
Edward I stayed at Birkenhead Priory twice in September 1275, and then he returned in 1277. This monk is smaller than a jug. Is it a small mug? Is it a small monk or a giant mug? Small monk, giant mug.
That's not a mug.
So this is some stained glass showing the Priory. Some stained glass showing the Priory through the ages. 1150, 14th century. So the 1150, the Priory was founded by Baron Massey. 14th century, the Priory is now a thriving monastery. In 1650, the Priory is in ruins after the dissolution of the monasteries. And in the 20th century, it has been reborn as a visitor place. It is Pope Joshua I. Oh God. This is the part of the monastery that was dissolved during the disillusionment. This bit isn't. This bit's new. This is the grave of John Laird, first Member of Parliament for Birkenhead. He was born on the 14th of June 1805 and died on the 29th of October 1874. You have been watching Munchy Road Hippopotamus. Follow us on Twitter at Munchy Road and on Instagram at Munchy Road Hippopotamus. Don't forget to like, subscribe and add a comment. All these good things help us defeat the evil that is the YouTube algorithm.